Hello everyone, welcome to my channel or welcome back. Here with another vendor wax haul video. This one, as you might be able to see over on the side here, is a haul from Scoopable Tart Wax. So I've been hauling a bit from Scoopable Tart Wax lately. I just like the wax. So the business is run by the mother of the owner of Rose Girls, so Jenny's mother. So Kathy and Tim run Scoopable Tart Wax, and I think I talk about this every time I do a haul, but Kathy owned Rose Girls and then sold or gave, I'm not sure, but the business transferred to her daughter Jenny, so Jenny now runs Rose Girls. Kathy started Scoopable Tart Wax, and then she retired. I think she retired not long after I got into wax, but recently she has made a comeback. So I've been buying because so she uses pretty much the same oils as what Jenny does. Some different blends, so some of the same blends and some of her own blends. When I say her own blends, I'm fairly certain a lot of the Rose Girls blends were Kathy's to begin with anyway. I mean, I know Jenny's making, all of her own, been making her own blends. So I'm never going to know exactly like who created which of those blends. There's a lot of crossover between these two businesses, which is great. But what I like about Scoopable Tart Wax is that it probably performs better for me than the hard wax that you get from Rose Girls. So not for everything, like I've had some things that have performed really fantastically from Rose Girls, but some things, particularly in the bakery space, not so much. So I'm really enjoying being able to get into some of those bakery scents that I have enjoyed from Rose Girls, but just, they just didn't perform. So I'm rolling back a bit. So yeah, that's kind of been my motivation. And they've just, lately, I feel like they've just offered more things that I'm interested in. So a few scents lately that I tried from Rose Girls and I loved, and then they never came back. They've popped up at Scoopable, that kind of thing. So I keep an eye on both brands, and I'll definitely still keep purchasing from Rose Girls. Like that's, she still does things that I really enjoy. But just right now, it feels like Scoopable is delivering more of what I want, basically. So this was a pre-order. I got 10 scoops. The pre-orders go really fast. I think because the business, like she started up the business again, but it hasn't like grown to, I feel like there's not like super big sellouts or anything like that. So I think the pre-orders are still kind of on the small side. She does a lot of scents, so they're not small in terms of the scents that she offers, but just in terms of how many people participate. So she's been turning them around like faster than some people do ready to ships, honestly, like really fast. So, and at least you do get that guarantee with a pre-order that you don't have to rush. You can sort of shop at your leisure. So that's been really nice. Yeah, so I'll show you the sample. I really like, so they do a really big generous sample. Like this has multiple scoops worth in it. It's like a 2-ounce shot cup. And the jars are 8 ounces. They are the same size, by the way, as, and I weighed them to compare. They are the same size as an L3 scoop. So L3 says that their scoops are 6 to 7 ounces, but I weighed a few of them and they all weighed 8 ounces or more. So I think L3 just understates the wax and then over delivers. So Scoopable does say that they are 8 ounces and they weigh 8 ounces. I think she's phasing out the 8-ounce jars. I don't know. I haven't been following the group that closely, but I think I saw something along those lines. So very generous samples. And I like that she sends them sealed in a polypro bag. Because, these, not that I've had any problems with them, but these lids can be a bit easy to crack and leak. So you get that extra insurance that that's not going to happen. But also just having a spare polypro bag is never a bad thing. I have already used a few of these for rebagging things. So I quite like getting a new bag. Okay, so my sample is cactus and sea salt. So this is fresh sea salt, juicy cactus notes, which will take you on a stroll through a warm sandy beach. This scent I know is on the website at the moment. I was actually just looking before because she's got the 8-ounce scoops for, they're normally $11. She's got them up there for 10 at the moment, I think, because she's running them out. I nearly ordered. I held off. So I've had cactus and sea salt before, definitely in blends. I really do like it. So I will enjoy melting this in summer. I didn't get a whole scoop of it, only because I feel like I've had it in other blends and stuff. Like I didn't need to get a whole scoop of it. But it's a really lovely, crisp, refreshing green kind of scent. It makes me think of like aloe, like those juicy cactus notes. They always make me think of like aloe or agave, that kind of family. So I really love that. So really happy to have that as a sample. Okay, so scoops. So the first one that I have here is Crackling Birch Meringue. So this one is puffy clouds of marshmallow meringue are blended with this woodsy outdoor scent. So Crackling Birch to me is a very unique outdoorsy kind of scent. It is woodsy, but it's almost like it's got like some spices to it, but very unique ones. And it really does make me think of like an icy morning. This blend is okay. I mean, it smells mostly like Crackling Birch. So I really do. I mean, I love Crackling Birch, don't get me wrong. But I do already have like a tub of Crackling Birch from another vendor. And this mostly smells like that, but just a little bit sweeter with marshmallow. So it's good, but probably didn't need it because I just already have so much Crackling Birch. And it's not that different to just Crackling Birch. The Crackling Birch oil I find is very, very strong. So a lot of vendor blends with it, I find just are very overwhelmingly Crackling Birch. I've only had a handful of vendor blends where I find that the balance between the Crackling Birch and what you're blending with are well balanced. I think it's just a tricky one to blend with. So Love Me Tender Wackadoodle. So this is Palo Santo type, Royal Sugar Cookie and Monster Cookie. So nervous about this for a few reasons. One, the Palo Santo type that Rose Girls uses, and I'm fairly certain would be the same at Scoopable, is a more kind of masculine cologne-like heavy sort of palo. It's not my preferred palo, and particularly I had the palo once, so I don't mind getting Rose Girl blends with Palo Santo, but like I had one once that was like Palo Santo and Peeps cake, and it did not. It's like bakery and cologne to me does not work, and that's what it smelled like. So kind of nervous from that perspective. Also, Royal Sugar Cookie sometimes smells really funky to me. On its own, it smells super funky. It's been okay in blends, but yeah. So, but I like Monster Cookie. So I thought, look, I'll give this a go and see how it goes, basically. It actually smells really good, though. And it smells like a Palo Santo bakery should. Like, either it's a different palo oil to what I've smelled in the past from Rose Girls, or it's just blended really well. I couldn't tell you what, but I know I've had Palo Bakery from Rose Girls before and it did not work. Because this does not smell cologne-like at all. This smells like that more kind of soft, almost incense kind of... It kind of feels like in the sandalwood family. It doesn't smell like sandalwood, but it feels like it's in that family, you know. With cookie notes, that's really good. So I'm really happy with that. Pumpkin pecan rolls. So this is French baguette, fresh baked bread, and pumpkin pecan waffles. I would have hated this blend once upon a time. I didn't like pumpkin pecan waffles. I didn't like bread scents, but now I like them. This is very good. It's very strong on the French baguette, and the French baguette, oh, it's delicious. So yeah, this mostly smells like a bready French baguette scent. You don't get a lot of pumpkin pecan waffles from it. So calling it pumpkin pecan rolls, like it's... But there is definitely a sweetness to it. Really good. Really, really good. Like, much better than I would have expected a bread and pumpkin pecan waffles blend to be. I really like that. I got the strawberry pound cake type. So strawberry blended with pound cake. I think I've had a couple of strawberry pound cake scents from Rose Girls now that I've really enjoyed. Strawberry pound cake can be a hit or miss with me, depending on which vendor you get it from. Rose Girls, so far, I've only tried a couple of blends though, and I've enjoyed it. So I thought I would get the type and just see and maybe blend with it myself. It's not bad. I don't know if it's like my favorite type. So my favorite, the vendors that have my favorite strawberry pound cake, so Teddy Bees and Southbound, are probably like every single blend of strawberry pound cake is in is amazing. I've definitely been enjoying Rose Girls, but I'm not sure if it's the same type, and I think it might be this one. So, and if it is, it's not bad, but it's not like my favorite. It could be that it is the most legitimate. Let me just compare. Hang on. I just compared it quickly to a actual Bath and Body Works candle that I have here, which I need to like freeze and pop out, I think. I don't think it's exactly the same as the Bath and Body Works scent, but I think it's close and I think it's good. I think the main thing that this one is missing compared to the ones I really like is it still doesn't smell like pound cake. Like I get a real rich kind of strawberry icing kind of scent, but I don't really smell cake. Whereas the ones that I love, that I adore the most, those ones I can actually, it actually smells like a strawberry pound cake. So I do like it. I do think it will be a good strawberry to blend with. Strawberry pound cake is definitely, even if it's a strawberry pound cake oil I'm not as much in love with, it's definitely my preferred strawberry blending scent. Just because it always smells good to me in blends. So that one will be fine for blending, but it's, yeah, just not my favorite solo oil. Okay, so I have Kiss, which is lavender, tangerine, pink sugar, and velvet sugar. So someone was telling me in the comments, I wasn't aware that these lavender tangerine blends are mostly Prince themed scents. So like I got in the last pre-order I did, I got When Doves Cry, which was lavender tangerine and something. So this one will be a Prince themed one as well, I think. And I saw there's like Purple Rain and stuff like that on her website at the moment. So lavender, tangerine, pink sugar, velvet sugar. I really like velvet sugar. Velvet sugar to me smells like a very sophisticated kind of cotton candy scent. Yeah, and this one is very, very good. It mostly smells like velvet sugar with a bit of tangerine. I can't necessarily detect pink sugar specifically, but I can smell velvet sugar. But yeah, it's kind of perfumey and girly, but there's a really nice, like it's tangerine, but not overwhelmingly so. I don't actually feel like I get a super strong lavender from lavender tangerine. I definitely get like a more muted tangerine scent, but I really like it. So that's nice. I very much enjoy that one. Nilla Pineapple Whip. So pineapple, vanilla wafers, and whipped cream. So I'm a huge pineapple fan. I've been talking about that in just about every video I've recorded lately. See me sitting here while I'm talking up the scent, just rubbing it so that I can get the full scent from it when I go to smell it. I love pineapple. I love creamy pineapple. Pineapple whip. So, well, not pineapple whip, but if it's a Dole Whip scent, there's something about Dole Whip scents that I can't melt them. There is just a note in there that smells really off, and I don't know what it is, and I don't know why, because I should love everything about a Dole Whip scent. I should love, but I just don't love Dole Whip. So when I see things like pineapple whip, I get nervous because I feel like if they're using like a Dole Whip oil or something, that's not going to work. But I decided, because this one doesn't say Dole Whip and because it has the notes of pineapple, vanilla wafers, and whipping cream, I decided to give it a go to see. It might just be those oils and not actually be like a Dole Whip. And yeah, I'd say it doesn't have the Dole Whip scent, so I do really like this. It's a little bit muted, like it's a really good pineapple, but it does smell a little bit muted here. But creamy and very slightly bakery-like, so love. So just love pineapple. Cream soda malt. So cream soda and stroop waffle McFlurry type. I'm not familiar at all with stroop waffle McFlurry type. Cream soda scents I do generally like. I've got her caramel Coke float, but I haven't melted it yet. I'm a bit nervous about it. But obviously this is different to that. This smells really good. I think I like this much better. I'm going to melt them maybe at the same time to compare. But I think I like this one a lot better than that caramel Coke Float. This one has like that, so that cream soda tone is kind of sweeter. Almost fruity, like cream soda is kind of almost like a fruity soda-y scent. But the Stroopwafel McFlurry type, whatever that is. Yeah, it kind of smells like a dense sweet bakery with like a little bit of fizzy. It's really good. Really good. It's really different. I haven't smelled anything like that. This is a very unique blend, but I really like it. I do know that this one is on the website. It's not one I think I need to go get more of, because I do think it's probably one that I wouldn't like be melting all of the time, but because it is very unique. But I do think I will enjoy that a lot. It's really good. That was my work computer. I'm taking my lunch break to film this. So I should probably turn the volume off on that. Just give me a sec. Because if somebody tries to ping me for something, it will be very loud because I keep my volume very loud in this office. All right. Michelle's Berry Madness. I don't know who Michelle is in this context. So berry creme brulee, raspberry sauce, and strawberry shortcake. So I have tried the berry creme brulee oil from Rose Girls before. I very much like it, but it is a very strong, very dominating scent. So the first time I ever tried it was in a... She's got a Mario Melter blend, which is like berry creme brulee and Rice Krispie treats. All I could smell was the berry creme brulee. And then I bought a bag of berry creme brulee, and it still smells exactly the same as what that Mario Melter is. Like the Rice Krispie treats is non-existent in that blend. And I have done some blending with that bag, and I always really enjoy it, but it completely overpowers. So I wasn't sure how this one would go. It is incredible though, and it is not just berry creme brulee. This is really well done. This has got to be one of the most full-on mixed berry scents I've ever tried, but really, really good. Like, yes, I can smell berry creme brulee. I think it's mostly berry creme brulee and raspberry sauce, because I think the raspberry sauce is very strong. Because, yeah, it's a little bit more tart and deep than just the berry creme brulee. I couldn't tell you what the strawberry shortcake is doing in here, but this is incredible, and I think I would love this on its own and with bakery. I love this. I'm really happy with this order. 2 more scents. So I have surprise sweet bread. So that is strawberry jam, blueberry muffins, and sweet bread. So one thing that Rose Girls has that is really good is her strawberry jam. I talk a bit about how I struggle with strawberry scents. Like strawberry pound cake can be safe, is a safe scent in that it always smells like strawberries. I just don't always love the oil. But there's a whole bunch of different strawberry scent oils out there, and some of them just smell like weird chemicals. Some of them smell really green and like almost moldy, and I don't know. Strawberry is a fraught area for me. And what the one scent name that I've pretty much learned to just avoid altogether is strawberry jam scents. Strawberry jam scents always just smell straight up funky in my nose, like chemicals, except for Rose Girls and by extension Scoopable. I will say it's still not like I don't go absolutely bananas for their strawberry jam. I don't like, it's not something I'm obsessed with, but just the fact that I can have a strawberry jam scent that smells like strawberry jam and it smells nice and doesn't smell weird, that is a huge win for me. So I would not have got this type of blend from anyone else, but because I know that their strawberry jam works, I thought I would try it out. It smells really good. I don't smell strawberry jam that much, if at all. Frankly, it smells like a lemon blueberry bakery. It's actually reminding me a lot of their Berry Lovely. Like I'm not even getting much blueberry. It's reminding me a lot of their Berry Lovely scent, which is like lemon and wild berry. So maybe the strawberry and the blueberry are kind of creating like a wild berry scent, because wild berry is a mixed berry scent. So that could be what's going on here. I don't know where that sweet lemon is coming from, but I do really like it. I'll compare it to the Berry Lovely scent, because I feel like this smells very similar to that. It's good because I mean I love Berry Lovely, but yeah, it definitely smells different to what I expected. And then the last scent is tea and crumpets. So tea and cakes with cup of cake. I love tea and cakes, and I felt like recently I've identified that I kind of had a bit of a shortage of tea and cakes in this house. It's like an orange almond cake and steeped black tea or something along those lines. And you definitely smell those kind of things. It's not super almond like though, but it's definitely got like a citrusy cake and a black tea, but it's very different to any other black tea and orange cake that I've had from vendors. So I do very much enjoy it. I have a bag of tea and cake solo from Rose Girls because it does perform very well. So I thought I'd just get this with a bit of a different bakery, just for a different spin on it basically. It is good. It smells mostly like tea and cakes, but I think a bit sweeter. I think the cup of cake is adding like an additional sweetness. And I don't know why, I don't know if it's in the notes, but I always get a coconut note from cup of cake. A good coconut note, but a coconut note. And I'm getting that here too. So yeah, this is like tea and cakes with a little bit more sweetness and a bit of coconut. It's good. It's definitely one I would melt when I'm in the mood for tea and cakes. And I can probably keep melting this one solo and then use my Rose Girls bag for blending. So that works for me. So that's it. That is the entire Scoopable wax haul. I'm going to put this away. The drawer that I put them in is getting kind of full. I am sort of slowing down on wax purchasing in general because, yeah, my storage is getting there. And it's all just half full stuff. Like I'm working on everything in my stash. Like that's just how I roll. So I do have one more to film. It will be, I think I mentioned this in all the other videos, but you might not have watched those videos, so I'll recap. I do have one last one to film from this box, which is the Super Tarts. I bought all of the scents from the Palo Santo sampler. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to melt a few of I've got a few more of the sampler scents, so I'm going to melt them. So when I do that video, it will actually be me talking about how they performed warm as well as what they smell like on cold. So a bit more detailed than just a vendor wax haul. So that I'll do on Sunday or Monday. I'm not quite sure. Whenever I get through those shot cups is when I will film that video. So yeah, thanks for joining me. I hope you're all doing really well, and I'll talk to you all again soon. Bye.